Howdy, it's Jim Murado, and this is late June 2024. We're about to pretty much be in Union City, Tennessee. Union City, Tennessee. Very cool little town. And they have this place. They have the Discovery Park of America. And it's massive. I mean, it is massive. I'm gonna put up another video about it because we kind of changed our plans and made sure we spent a day there. We were gonna hit a couple of state parks, and then we said, no, 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 we're in Union City. We've got to hit that place, and it is, man, it's almost out of place. It almost seems like it should be in Memphis or Nashville, but Union City is very lucky to have it. And just for what it's worth, from Wikipedia, Union City is home to Discovery Park of America, which is world renowned. Which is a world renowned encyclopedic museum with many exhibits pertaining to local history as well as state, national, and world history, science, technology, and art. And that's very accurate. The museum itself, I think, is 3 or 4 stories. They've got dinosaur skeletons, lots of just cool relics, cars, military. It's over the top. We spent a whole day there, and I think we could have spent another day. Yeah, more on that later. And then also from Wikipedia concerning the name of the town, I thought it was some sort of a Civil War type of thing, being that the Tennessee was Southern. In 1852, General George Gibbs gave Union City its name because of its location at the junction or union of 2 railroads, the Nashville Northwestern Railroad, Hickman, Kentucky, and the Mobile, Alabama/Ohio Railroad. So that had nothing to do with the Civil War. Interestingly, and I'll cover this in another video, there is basically a Confederate cemetery for unknown Confederate soldiers, and looked like a storm had gone through while we were, or maybe a month or two before we got there. But there's that cemetery. They do have a Confederate monument downtown, which is just kind of ironic, being that it's named Union City Cemetery. Just a couple of thoughts there. And we're driving around. This whole video is going to be less than 10 minutes long, and it's just what we saw as we drove around Union City. A few things really impressed me about this town. And by the way, we ended up spending 2 nights here. We were doing a little road trip kind of through southern Illinois, western Kentucky, western Tennessee, hitting that Kentucky Bend area, the New Madrid fault line area. Just a ton of history down here. And if you want to experience lots of history without very many people around, this is the area to go. Not very populated areas, but just a lot of cool history. And Union City, Tennessee, I love Union City, Tennessee. It's just a nice small town, population of around 11,000. They've got a few stores, restaurants. It's just a nice little rural community, and yeah, I like it. They have a restaurant we hit while we were here is Sammy's. Sammy's Subs, Sammy's Sandwiches. I think it's kind of like an old Quiznos, but better. And I think there's only a couple of them. I'm going to put up another video of that place. We were really impressed with Sammy's. Also, Higher Ground Coffee. Union City has a couple of great coffee shops. I liked them both. I think they're both ran by the same people, but we spent a couple of evenings at Higher Ground Coffee just kind of hanging out, reading books, and enjoying really good coffee and really pleasant staff in a cozy coffee shop. And I wanted to mention them. Of course, growing up in the 80s as a kid who loved pro wrestling, Union City, Tennessee will always be in my mind the home of Koko B. Ware later on in his career. And I watched him a lot, kind of in the Mid-South wrestling, the Jarrett Lawler organization, and then he went on to the WWF, and yeah, he wasn't the main event guy that he was in the South, and I never liked that. I didn't think they used him the way they should have. He was a very exciting wrestler that was very loved, especially by those of us who grew up on Memphis wrestling. But yeah, he was from Union City, Tennessee, and if you would have asked me when I was a kid, what do I know about Union City, Tennessee, that's all I would have known. Yeah, I don't know if he lives there now or not, but it would have been great to have ran into him. I was here probably 10 years earlier with my dad on one of our road trips. We went and saw the Kentucky Bend. We were hoping to make it over to New Madrid, and my battery died on me. And that actually right here in Union City. So we spent about an hour waiting for some help, and then we went to a local auto place, and a very nice young lady came out and helped us. She looked at our battery, did the little charge thing. Anyway, she helped us a lot. There was a very, very kind young girl, probably in her early 20s, that was great and helped us out. And I'll always remember that about Union City. Little personal story there. And as we're driving around, the sun got in our eyes at some point, but we kept driving. Again, just a nice small area. And a couple more things that I thought were interesting that I found on Wikipedia. It goes on to talk about the Discovery Park of America, a 50-acre museum and heritage park with exhibits pertaining to local and national history. Discovery Park was founded by local businessman Robert Kirkland in order to give back to his home community. God bless him for that. That's pretty cool. Union City was home to a minor league baseball team known as the Union City Greyhounds from 1935 to 1942 and from 46 to 52, and the Union City Dodgers from 53 to 55. They played in the Kentucky, Illinois, Tennessee League, the KIT League, and won 3 league championships, 36, 48, and 54. Over their 19-year run, the team had affiliations with the Cardinals, Reds, Indians, and Brooklyn Dodgers. It's kind of cool. I love old minor league baseball history. This is the kind of town that might be able to support a lower level minor league team now, possibly. I don't know. We went over to Marion, Illinois. They have a kind of an amateur minor league type team. They used to have a Frontier League team there. But, yeah. And you got a cool mural up here. Really cool coffee shop up here on the right. We stopped there, too. And that is Vantage Coffee Roasters. Very cozy coffee shop. Had some very good coffee. And again, I think they're ran, or at least affiliated with Higher Ground Coffee. And we stopped there one morning. There's a Confederate monument on the right. I should have stopped and gotten a picture of it. And then they had this train right here in town. I don't know if that's kind of a display thing or if it's just kind of a resting train or what, but I thought it was kind of neat to get to drive by and get a good look at a train here while we were in Union City. Anyway, what do you think? Are you from Union City? What did I miss? What else is there to do in Union City? Let me know especially if you're from Union City or if you visit often. Of course, Reelfoot Lake is right down the road. A lot to do here that I don't think people realize how much there is to do and see in this area.